All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack one of the most ancient and, honestly, mind-blowing concepts out there, the sacred sound of Om, or, as it's known in the original texts, Pranava. We're going to explore how this one single sound is said to be the bridge between you, your inner world, and the entire universe. So let me start by asking you a question. It's a simple one, but it's also huge. Who are you? And I don't mean your name or your job or the face you see in the mirror. I mean, who is the you that's actually experiencing all of this right now? According to the ancient wisdom we're digging into, the answer is way bigger than we can possibly imagine. So let's start our journey by looking inward. The very first step is to get a handle on what these texts call the true inner self. This core identity, this true you, is called the Atman. Now, think of it this way. It's not a part of your physical body. It's the pure, unchanging awareness that, well, it lights up everything else. The texts put it so beautifully. They say that even if the sun, the moon, and all fire were extinguished, the Atman is the light that allows you to exist, to act, to just be. It's the permanent observer in a constantly changing world. There's this amazing analogy from the Upanishad that just nails this idea. Imagine your body is a chariot. Your intellect, that's the driver, and your mind is holding the reins. But who's the actual master of the whole chariot? The one whose presence gives the entire journey its purpose. That, right there, is the Atman, the true self. So, okay, we have this inner self, this Atman. But how does it connect to the massive universe out there? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. The ancient texts say there's a bridge between the two. And that bridge? It's a sound. And we're not just talking about a chant you might hear in a yoga class. The scriptures describe Pranava, what we call Om, as the primordial vibration, the sound from which all of creation literally burst into existence. I mean, think about that. It's like the cosmic hum, the ultimate source code of reality that manifested everything, from distant galaxies to the very atoms in your body. To really understand how one single sound can contain, well, everything, we have to break it down into its three parts, A, U, and M. Each one of these sounds represents a fundamental state of our own consciousness, and at the same time, a huge cosmic power. First up is the sound Ah. This is the beginning. It represents our normal waking state, our conscious, external experience of the world around us. And on a cosmic scale, it's linked to Brahma, the incredible force of creation itself, the start of every cycle. Then, as we move inward, we get the sound U. This corresponds to the dream state, that subtle inner world of our thoughts, our memories, our imagination. Cosmically, this is the energy of Vishnu, the force of preservation that keeps the whole show running, sustaining everything that's been created. And finally, the sound M. This represents the state of deep, dreamless sleep, that place where our individual consciousness just seems to dissolve. And this mirrors the cosmic force of Shiva, the power of dissolution that brings cycles to an end, only to clear the way for new beginnings. But wait a minute, what comes after AUM? The silence. And according to these texts, that silence isn't empty, not at all. It's the container for everything. It represents a fourth state called Surya, pure, unified consciousness. This is the underlying reality that exists beyond waking, dreaming, and sleeping. It's where all the distinctions we make just melt away. And this is where it all comes together in what is truly the most profound revelation in these texts. We've explored the self within us. Now we're going to turn to the ultimate reality of everything. The scriptures call this supreme reality Brahman. And let's be really clear, we're not talking about a deity or a person in the sky. Brahman is the very fabric of existence itself. It's endless, it's unborn, it's everywhere, and it's indestructible. It is the single, unified source of absolutely everything. So this presents us with what looks like two separate concepts. On one hand, you have Atman, that individual spark of consciousness inside you. And on the other, you have Brahman, the infinite fire of universal consciousness. They seem different, right? Like a part versus the whole? But here it is, the ultimate truth, the great secret revealed in these texts. They are not two things. The famous declaration, thou art thou, or in Sanskrit, tat tvam asi, means that your innermost self, your Atman, is identical to the supreme reality of the entire universe, Brahman. The spark isn't just from the fire, the spark is the fire.
To help us wrap our heads around this huge idea, the text uses powerful, beautiful analogy. An individual self is like a single drop of water. It seems separate, right? But when that drop finally returns to the ocean, it doesn't just join the ocean, it becomes the ocean, realizing its true, boundless, unlimited nature.
So if this unity is the ultimate truth of everything, the next logical question is, how do you actually experience it for yourself? How do you go from just understanding this intellectually to actually fully realizing it? Well, the scriptures lay out a practical path, a kind of roadmap. It starts with acquiring the right knowledge, that's jhana, truly understanding these concepts. Then it requires detachment, tyaga, which means letting go of the ego and all the things we cling to. This gets stronger through focused meditation, dhyana. And the final destination of this path is moksha, or liberation, that final, complete merging of the self with the supreme. And what's so crucial to remember is that this whole journey, it's not about becoming something you're not. It's about peeling away the layers of illusion to discover the supreme reality that has been inside you, as you, all along. It's a journey of remembering what you already are. So we'll end on this thought. If your inner self and the reality of the universe are actually one and the same, and if Om is the sound of that reality, then it means the sound of the universe isn't just something out there. It's echoing in the very core of your being, this very second. What might change if you just started to listen?